show you my toys.
Hey everybody, this is D Hunter bringing another action figure review. Today we're looking at the Neca Aliens Alien Warrior Club exclusive 2019 action figure. Now this is a Kenner homage figure. You know Neca loves their Kenner homages. There was a Kenner figure released way back when, kind of like a big chap, smooth domed head, and he was sort of blue and purple. This guy's homaging that guy. Now this is a club exclusive figure, and what that means is you had to be a member of the Alien Club to purchase this figure. And what that means is you had to have an account at the Neca store online. Neca sells a little bit of merchandise there, and you had to purchase every single Alien release they had in 2017. I believe there were 3 different series you had to purchase, one being the Lambert Wave, Series 11, and then Series 12 had Ripley as well as Battle Damaged Xenomorphs, and then some Alien Covenant figures as well. And I was under the impression at first, oh, this is cool. If you purchase all these figures, spend a whole bunch of money, you'll get a free figure at the end. No, it wasn't like that. These figures were costly and shipping is not cheap at the Neca store. If you purchase all the figures in 2017, you would then be eligible to purchase this figure now. This guy's, I don't know, $27 or so. I actually checked the Neca store today, and they didn't have this figure available anymore. He hadn't sold out. He's been there for quite a while, at least the past year or so, to pre-order. And they pulled him off today. I don't know if it's just a bug for today. We'll check it out tomorrow, but kind of interesting. So, this guy has been a long time coming. You may see Club Exclusive 2019. This is actually a 2017 Club Exclusive figure. I was under the impression when they first announced him that they were going to have a Club Exclusive figure every year, but nothing was shown for 2018. This guy was also grossly delayed. Neca was having a lot of factory issues, quality control issues. I think they were switching factories due to that. And it caused a delay with all their products. This guy's coming out about a year later than he really should have come out. So very long wait, and he's finally here. So let's check out the packaging. You can see at the top, Aliens. This is the clamshell packaging. The last several Alien releases have not been like this. They've been window box. So pretty cool to see this. Alien Warrior 2019. Now I definitely understand why they changed the graphic, because this figure is being released in 2019 and it'd become embarrassing to release a 2017 exclusive 2 years later. But you know, it is what it is. I'm happy we finally got him. Nothing on the sides here. The bottom we do have a barcode as well as some credits. And on the back side here we've got a traditional checklist, old school Kenner style. These are some of Neca's Kenner Alien and Predator tributes. Definitely not all of them. At the top here you can see a 2-pack. This is a Toys R Us exclusive. I believe this was homaging an old Kenner 2-pack. Then you can see some of the Alien figures here from the Kenner line, some of the Predators, and some of the vehicles. The Blade Fighter was definitely a Kenner homage big time. Really, personally wouldn't consider the Queen or the Power Loader Kenner homages, but it kind of works. The Power Loader and Queen in the Kenner line were pretty basic and sort of movie accurate, so this is sort of Neca's version of those. So, it's been a long time coming, but with no further ado, let's open these guys up. And then this background here was also a Neca store exclusive. As you purchase the figures from the Neca store, and you'd only get this if you purchase them from there, you would get a couple pieces of these with each series release, and they connect together to make a pretty cool diorama, a nice half circle here. Alright, well now that we got this figure out of the package, here they are. They come with absolute 0 accessories, but are pretty cool looking aliens in themselves. Now they have the smooth domed head. We'll check out what body they're using later in the video. Their paint is pretty nice. I see purple, blue, light blue, all kind of different colorings blended in. Looking pretty unique and pretty nice. Now when I opened my first figure, I had a pretty big problem. And it's a problem that I cannot correct by myself. As you can see, this guy here, he's got 2 right hands. It's absolutely ridiculous. The best you can get it to look is upside down. But he literally has 2 right hands. Now I've already emailed Neca Store customer service about this issue, and in my experience, Neca Store customer service responds pretty promptly with your emails. I expect to hear something by end of day tomorrow. My guess is they'll send me another figure. Maybe they'll have me mail this one back, but I don't really know what good it's going to do for them. Hopefully they'll let me keep it so I can just add him to my shelf. But my God, Neca, what factory did you switch to when all your delays are going on? I thought they switched because of quality control issues. We're still having the same quality control issues now that we had in the past. Anyway, pretty annoying. I am happy to have more than one of these, so at least I can focus on one of them. For now, I will definitely keep you guys posted and let you know what Neca does to take care of me. They're a good company. They got good customer service. I'm guessing they will handle this with eloquence and take care of it without me having to lift a finger. But I will sure let you guys know. Before we go any further, let's take an actual look at this figure up close. Like I said, his coloring is really cool. You can see the blue, darker, then light, and then really light. Very sleek. Odd how it's on one side. They're just trying to sort of mimic the Kenner sort of old school paint style. Just liking all the contrast there. His tube being that sort of teal color. Just everything about this guy looks visually pleasing, although kind of crazy as far as the world of Alien goes. See, even his feet look nice. I mean, everything about this guy is pretty cool, pretty unique, and it's a one-off. I do wish I had that old Kenner toy, but I sure don't. This guy here is absolutely murdering him as far as quality and whatnot. So next, let's check out the height of this figure. This is a Neca figure. Neca figures are typically the 7-inch scale, but aliens and predators are taller than humans, so they're usually over 8 inches tall. So this guy here looks like he's sitting at just about 9 inches, probably 8 7/8 inches from the top of his head. Next, let's check out this guy's articulation. There's really nothing earth-shattering new here. I believe it mostly to be on the Ultimate 986 Xenomorph body, but we'll check that out shortly. So of course his head, it can go around. You don't want to go too far. It'll end up breaking this wire. It's almost about as far as you can go with it stretching. It really can't look up and down too terribly much. Not horrible, but nothing impressive there. This back piece here is removable. I really don't want to remove mine and start making it loose and make it come out even easier. So his shoulders, they go up just about 90 degrees. Ball joint in there. Of course, they can go up and down all the way around. No bicep cut whatsoever. Now, he has double joint elbows, but I've always been pretty disappointed with this kind of xenomorph articulation, specifically on this kind of an elbow. Now, it does have a swivel on both the top and the bottom part, but it has minimal articulation inside of here. You can't outstretch the arm at all. It almost feels like the armor should go underneath there, but it really never seems to function properly. As you can see, here's the top part going in and out, and then the bottom part as well. Just gives you a very limited amount of articulation there. I have broken some aliens here. I actually heated this guy up in boiling water to free up these stuck joints and really didn't make a whole lot of progress. So he has an ab crunch inside. It can go around. It can go down a lot and back up a lot. Huge range of motion in this thing here. Legs go out completely 90 degrees, no problem. You can see the ball joint inside of here. The legs themselves can actually move independently of this ball joint. Kind of cool. Then go forward about that far, not quite 90 degrees, and back, really not at all. But pretty cool. Do all kind of cool poses with your alien. Kind of like the Covenant pose, as I call it. Then he's got double jointed knees. Back about that far. There's a swivel on the top. Now let's not forget about his hands, his wrists. Of course, they can go around and they're hinged as well. Then he does have finger articulation. So back to his legs. He's a swivel at the top, double jointed knees, and then his feet, a little bit of a ball joint here. They can swivel, they can go around, they can go up and down, and there is toe articulation. Not to mention his tail. Not exactly articulated, but it has a wire inside. It can hold any shape and pose you put it into. And then one other bit of articulation that this guy does have, of course, his mouth can move in and out, and then his inner jaw, second mouth, can come out. About that far, looking pretty good. Goes back in, shuts, no problem. Next, I would like to take a look at the reuse and where all the parts of this figure came from. Now I'm familiar enough with the Alien figures to know there is absolutely zero new tooling with this figure. Absolutely everything is reuse and just repainted. So I pulled out Neca's Big Chap, as well as Neca's Ultimate Aliens Xenomorph. Now, this is an old Big Chap. This is from Series 1 or 2 of the Neca Alien series, and he's a little bit dated at this point. Neca is making an Ultimate Big Chap. It's supposed to come out for Aliens 40th anniversary, which is this year. Haven't really heard anything more of it. I'm guessing we're going to see him at San Diego Comic-Con, and he should be released before the year ends, hopefully. So, his head. Obviously, it's not the Alien's head, as he has a rigid head. These are both smooth heads. So, I would say it looks like everything on the head is identical except for the lower mouth. I can tell these tendons or whatever that stuff is different on these two guys here. But everything else looks to be identical and just repainted. Let's see if it's this guy's lower mouth. Yep, sure appears to be from this guy. And actually, if you look at their heads, they're pretty much identical except for the rigid part was redone. So it's like they took this dome off here and redid a different head for him, but the bottom half is definitely the same. So anyway, moving down, I can see the forearm here, bicep area, definitely different on these guys. Bear in mind, this is the original release that had a bicep cut. The original release of the Aliens Xenomorph had a bicep cut, but the Ultimate does not. So this is definitely using the Ultimate Xenomorph's arm. Looks like the top part of the torso is exactly the same. And really as well as the bottom half of the torso as well. And you know what? It looks like Big Chap shares this top part and has a... Actually, it looks like he shares this part as well. Legs, truly identical all the way to the feet. Hands, same articulation. This guy here is 100% the Aliens Ultimate Xenomorph body with a different Big Chap head put on top. Completely repainted, just FYI. I personally expected him to have Big Chap hands, which he did not have. He had the Aliens hands. So next, let's check him out compared to some other Aliens action figures. Starting with the Kenner action figures, I'd read from Neca that this was a Kenner tribute, but I really cannot figure out which Kenner figure this is an homage to. There's a blue warrior alien that they've already released, their version of Neca. There's a 2-pack warrior alien, but he has a rigid head, and then actually Neca's done their own version of that as well. I actually couldn't find a release that this guy seems to be a replica of. If somebody does know, please put in the comments below. My research came up blank. Now here they are next to the Alien Warrior Kenner tribute that Neca made a few waves ago. Sort of a bright neon blue Big Chap repaint for the most part. And I really thought this guy was simply going to be a repaint of this guy. And I guess I'm pleased that he wasn't, although he's still completely reuse. Pretty unique paint jobs, pretty unique looking aliens here. This guy's definitely the Big Chap, as he has Big Chap feet, Big Chap hands, whereas this guy has aliens feet and hands. And then here he is next to an alien from a Toys R Us exclusive 2-pack, Alien vs. Predator. This was paying tribute to an older Kenner Alien vs. Predator 2-pack they made a long time ago. Now this guy is pretty much just a Big Chap repaint, pretty much all black. Not quite the same as the body used for this guy. Now here they are next to the first completely solid wave of NECA Kenner tribute aliens. This was Series 10. This was the Mantis alien, the Queen Facehugger, and the Gorilla alien. Really jump-started their Kenner collection, and it is pretty great. And then here they are next to the most recent two Kenner aliens that they've released. This was Series 13. We had the Scorpion alien and the Snake alien. They also made Apone in that wave. And then here he is next to one of each of the Neca Kenner aliens. And then here he is next to my entire collection of Kenner aliens. Just the aliens part, that is. And then here he is next to the human Kenner figures that they've made so far. We've got Vasquez, Ripley, and Apone. And then here he is next to all of my entire Neca Kenner Predator collection. There are quite a bit of these guys. They've made almost all of them. There's only about 2 or 3 more left to make. I do not have all the figures. There's at least 2 of them that I'm missing. I was kind of disappointed to find that out when I was taking all these guys out and checking online for all the Kenner Predators. So that is my entire Neca Kenner Tribute Alien and Predator collection. I don't have absolutely everything from the Predator side, and I hope eventually I'll be able to fill in those gaps. As far as we know, the only next things that we're aware of, they showed us a Drake Kenner figure a long time ago. I'm really excited to get him. We haven't had many more details on that. He's probably going to be a one-off Ultimate release, and I'm sure San Diego Comic-Con will show him again. And I had read that very recently at the NECA fan event, they said that the next Kenner alien they were going to do was a Rhino alien, and it was going to be very large, not as big as the Queen, but somewhere between a regular alien and the Queen. So it sounds like it's going to be a huge, strong, on all fours kind of alien. Hope we get to see that at San Diego Comic-Con. Next, let's look at them compared to a bunch of smooth domed aliens. Each one of these alien figures in front of you, except for the Alien Club exclusive figure, shares the big chap body, and it's just a complete repaint. The Alien Club exclusive figure is close to that, but he has the ultimate xenomorph body with the big chap head on top. From left to right, we've got the Genocide big chap, and then the standard big chap, and then the Kenner homage big chap, and then the concept albino big chap, and then the Alien Warrior Kenner tribute big chap. And then here they are next to a couple of Alien Isolation xenomorphs, aka Stompy. Now these pretty much were a rehash of the big chap, except they used different lower half of their legs and feet. And then here they are next to a couple of smooth domed aliens that pretty much don't use the same body as these guys. On the left here we've got the alien from Alien vs. Predator, and on the right the alien from Alien Covenant. Both smooth headed, they share that in common with this Alien Club exclusive figure, but the body is pretty much different. And here they are next to a few of the Alien Warrior from the Burke and Xenomorph 2-pack that came out a couple years ago. These guys have a smooth head, as well as using the Alien's ultimate body. You know what? This right here, this is it. This is exactly what this figure is, this Alien Club exclusive. Complete repaint of the Burke 2-pack alien. This guy uses the ultimate body, no bicep cut, articulated fingers, just like him, and it has the big chap head put on top. That is exactly where they got this figure from. And then here these guys are compared to a couple of non-ultimate aliens xenomorphs. These guys got an upgrade with the ultimate body recently. The body is ever so slightly different than the Alien Club exclusive. Different knees, shortening the figure a little bit, different hands, and different bicep area, upper arms. And then here they are next to a couple of Ultimate Aliens xenomorphs, sharing the exact same body as these Alien Club exclusive figures, minus the head. And then here's another figure that shares the exact same body as these guys. This was the arcade game Aliens, Alien Xenomorph. Kind of was a pink shade in the game. These guys also use the Ultimate Xenomorph body. Everything's identical with this Alien NECA Club exclusive figure except for the head. Here they are next to a couple more Neca store exclusive aliens. These sewer mutation aliens were available only at the Neca store for a very brief window last year for 2018 San Diego Comic-Con. Happy I was able to get a pair for myself. I do believe the body they're using is going to be the warrior for Aliens vs. Predator Requiem, which is presumably going to be Series 15 after Alien Resurrection. And then here they are next to a few one-off, pretty cool and unique xenomorphs. From left to right, we've got the Deacon, the Neca Club exclusive alien, the Pred alien, and then on the far right, the Alien Defiance alien. And then here they are next to the most recently released aliens from the Alien vs. Predator arcade game. These guys are every bit as cool and colorful as the Kenner aliens. And then here they are next to a couple of video game dog aliens. I always thought their paint scheme kind of reminded me of these guys. The stripe on the head as well. At least half of this guy. Next, I would like to check them out compared to alien figures from each of the Aliens films. Starting with Alien, this is the big chap. And then here they are next to aliens from the 1986 film Aliens. These are both ultimate and non-ultimate versions. And then here they are next to some Alien 3 dog aliens in their most upright position. Now here they are next to a couple of Alien Resurrection Warriors. These figures are actually McFarlane toys, not Neca. Neca has not yet released their version of the Alien Resurrection Warrior. The Alien Resurrection Warrior does not currently have a release date from Neca, but it's coming very, very soon. I would guess either the end of July or early August. The Queen Alien is slated for July 19th and the Newborn for July 22nd, so you know the Alien Warrior and Ripley are just around the corner as well. And then here they are next to Grid and a couple of his warriors from Alien vs. Predator. Now here they are next to an Alien Warrior and the Pred Alien from Aliens vs. Predator Requiem. Now these are older Neca figures, kind of predating the current Alien series. Neca said they're going to be revisiting these two characters after Series 14, which is Alien Resurrection, coming out within the next month or so. They're going to be giving us updated versions of both these figures. You know the Pred Alien is going to be a deluxe. They said they're also going to release an Ultimate Wolf around the same time. Can't wait for that. And then here they are next to a couple of Deacons from Prometheus. And then here they are next to a couple of Alien Warriors from Alien Covenant. And then here they are next to a couple of Ultimate Predator figures. This is the Ultimate City Hunter and Jungle Hunter. And here they are next to a couple of Engineers from Prometheus. And then here they are next to various humans from Neca's Alien and Predator lines. And then here's a look at the cardboard diorama that came from figures that you purchased from the Neca store. This thing's huge, takes the entire circumference of the table. It's a full half circle. Back when they first announced this exclusive Alien figure, I thought you could only get one figure if you purchased everything from 2017. I didn't realize you could pretty much purchase as many of those figures as you wanted, as long as you got one of each of those figures. I got two of each of the figures, so I was able to complete two of these cardboard dioramas. The intent was also to be able to get two of the Neca exclusive Alien figures. I got two of these dioramas because I thought it might be really cool if I made this half circle into a full circle. But before we take a look at both fully completed sets of the dioramas put together, let's take a closer look at the actual diorama. As you can see here, there are cardboard pieces that pop out, or it's kind of 3D. Pretty cool features for what a basic playset it is. As you can see, the first segment has some facehuggers in tubes. The next segment, sort of a lab desk. Then we've got two more segments where aliens are breaking out of whatever crazy Weyland Yutani experiments are going on behind there. Then we've got a computer, and then we've got some more experiments and aliens causing havoc down in the background. A pretty cool diorama overall. And then here they are, Both half circles complete 6 parts, totaling 12 parts put together in a perfect circle. Great Weyland-Yutani outpost. And then here's a better look at the entire set. The only drawback being the backside has this alien sort of description and wording, kind of breaking the aesthetic of the thing. In addition to that, just look inside there, this thing is great. 3D all the way around. I will say that the 2 parts do not connect perfectly, a little bit of a gap there. Maybe I could adjust it, but it seemed about the way it's going to be. That goes for both sides here. All in all, this is a fantastic holy grail for aliens collecting. It is so large that I can't have it on display all the time, but does fold up and get packed away with ease. And then here's this diorama, as it was turned into, say, a Weyland-Yutani experimental facility out on some planet. You can see in the center there, they've got Charles Weyland enjoying his specimens and all kind of security and scientists. And just a closer look, you can see all the specimens, scientists at the computer, scientists viewing the specimens, all kind of Weyland-Yutani security around. Charles Weyland, more specimens in glass jars. All kind of cool stuff you can do with this diorama. Or you could use this diorama to reenact the final marine battle in the film Aliens. You can see here we've got Hudson, Hicks, Vasquez, Gorman, Burke, Ripley, and Newt completely outnumbered fighting these xenomorphs here. Not movie accurate, but fun nonetheless. So all in all, this is a very nice figure. Feels very solid. The paint job is very, very nice and crisp. That's probably the best thing about this guy. One boring aspect is complete reuse. We've had this exact same alien release before, and we've had many, many variations that are almost exactly the same as this guy. Me personally, I was a little bit, or a lot, burned by the fact that I got one of mine a complete factory defect, but I'm predicting that Neca will fix that for me. I'm not going to let that factor into the score for this figure. If I were to rate this figure, I would give him a 6 out of 10, mostly because there's really nothing special and exciting about this guy besides the unique paint job. For this figure to have been delayed for so long, for this figure to be this year-end exclusive, I really wish it was something a little bit cooler, but it isn't. I'm very happy to have what I have. If it was something really cool, like for example Ken or Drake, all the people that didn't buy all the figures for the Neca store would be quite upset. So this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching this video. If you liked the video, press like below. If you have anything you want to say about the video, add it in the comment section. If you want to see additional action figure reviews from me, press subscribe. Once again, this is D Hunter. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll talk to you guys real soon.